Welcome to a new Team CGC 9.8 video. Today it's a new 9.8 Showdown video. I got an Amazing Spider-Man 299, first awesome Venom cameo in a 9.8 versus Amazing Spider-Man 316 classic McFarlane Venom cover in a CGC 9.8. So hopefully we'll compare the two and come up with a winner by the end of the video. So we'll start with 299 first. Just a fantastic Venom key to want out of this era for sure. Get that awesome Venom cameo, looks so awesome. I think the interior cameo on this one is just fantastic. But unfortunately, I think the cover is a bit underwhelming. I think, you know, if you talk to most McFarlane fans out there, they'll say that this is probably McFarlane's worst cover out of his whole Amazing Spider-Man run. And that is really unfortunate because that Venom cameo is absolutely fantastic. This one actually looks really good on the census too, so really the only thing that's kind of missing is that awesome eye-appealing cover, and it really is missing that, I would say. I would kind of agree with most people out there that this probably is one of McFarlane's worst covers of his Amazing Spider-Man run. There's 996 9.8s in a blue label, a one of 996, which is not too bad for like first appearance of Venom in cameo, like Venom, one of the most popular 1980s kind of villains or anti-heroes. 16.4% is the 9.8 ratio, so you love to see that. Yeah, this is a pretty decently tough 9.8 for a late 1980s book. You're into the teens in the 9.8 ratio. The lower the better with the 9.8 ratio. 16.4% of all graded copies are 9.8s. Having a look at a couple sales in the 9.8 white pages for Amazing Spider-Man 299, $720, $750, and $822.70. So one thing to mention on this one, I do like to be a little picky on the centering and the colors for this one as well too. McFarlane's signature is on the spine, so you like to just have that really nice spine centering. I don't like when it's curled toward the back and then maybe McFarlane's signature is kind of curled toward the back a little bit. And then because the colors really kind of stick out on this one, if the colors are really faded, I really like those kind of vivid colors on this issue specifically. So I would actually, this is a pretty solid value. $720 to $820 is kind of the range on these completed sales. I'd be willing to pay closer to $800 for like a really nice colored, nice centering, 9.8 white pages in a new case. So overall, like $299, looking really good as a 9.8 on the census, and a really decent value. I just think, the covers, it's just missing that awesome cover, basically. So let's have a look at Amazing Spider-Man 316 in a 9.8. Just pretty much the classic McFarlane Venom cover to want. Absolutely. This is an interesting comparison because if you have a look at the census on this one, 1,306 9.8s in a blue label, 21.7% the 9.8 ratio. So this one objectively does not look as good as 299 on the census. 299 is a better 9.8 objectively. But Amazing Spider-Man 316 is a little more money, which kind of shows you that, comic book collecting is not all objective. There's definitely some subjective in the, the equation. And the subjective is this awesome, cool cover. Just is probably one of the best. If you're a big Venom fan like me, it's probably the best 1980s cover of all time, maybe. That's arguable, but some sales on Amazing Spider-Man 316, 9.8 white pages recently, $975.51, $999, and $1,199.99. That's all it would sell for. So getting on a couple $100, $200 more than Amazing Spider-Man 299, but not as rare in the 9.8. So yeah, really interesting comparison, I think. And you know what? If I had to choose, I've sort of kind of put my money where my mouth is. Obviously, I have two in the Amazing Spider-Man 316. I would choose an Amazing Spider-Man 316 if I had to. It's just really, this is like the best cover to look at if you're a Venom fan. And that's just really hard to beat. It shows in this because, it just shows how much a really good cover matters in comic book collecting. Because this one, not being that good of a 9.8 as Amazing Spider-Man 299, yet it's about $100 or $200 more. And I kind of agree with the market on this one. Just a fantastic cover. I think the pride of ownership on this is going to be a little bit better than a $299. However, $299, a pretty phenomenal value. You do get, big Venom fans, you get that awesome cameo on the interior, so maybe the cover doesn't matter as much. And, right in that sort of $750 range, it's a tough 9.8. That's making a lot of sense, especially when you compare it that this one's going around $1,000 and is not as tough in a 9.8. So I like them both, to be honest, but if I had to choose, it would be an Amazing Spider-Man 316. And yeah, again, kind of put my money where my mouth is, I guess, and had a few, but I was able to buy a few Amazing Spider-Man 316s over the years. All right, team, let me know in the comments below which one you like better. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you're liking my content, please subscribe and hit that bell, and I'll keep you updated on future videos.